This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our session on Twitter marketing. So let's understand what exactly is Twitter marketing. What are the different things we do with Twitter? What are the fundamental aspects of Twitter? So first, we'll understand those basic parameters and basic options of Twitter. Once we understand those topics, then we will move on to do certain practical things. Now, as I was telling you a lot of times in the class, that Twitter is extremely basic level. It doesn't really have a lot of complexity. It is just a very simple and straightforward network. So when we even do the practical, you will notice that the practical is also very, very simple. It's nothing complicated. It's right, just a it's about posting on Facebook. That's it. There is nothing complicated about Twitter. But we will see as a professional point of view, what are the ways we can use Twitter? What are the different options we have for personal point of view, for business point of view? What is account setup? How do we set up our account? How do we make it more professional? All right. And what are the different types of tweets we have? What are their limitations? What are their technical parameters of those tweets? All these concepts we are going to discuss in the topic. Then we have, if we have time, then we will also start continuing. Once our organic concept will finish, we will also start continuing with the Twitter advertising. Now, Twitter advertising is little bit more detailed. It may take similar time as it has taken for our this one Quora ads. The same time it may take for Twitter ads, because it has a lot of different types of campaigns and all, which we'll discuss that in the later topics. So let's start with the concept of Twitter in terms of its statistics, in terms of numbers, right? Is it really valuable? Is it really useful for us to be on Twitter? So according to Twitter, there are 1.3 billion accounts which have been created on Twitter. But unfortunately, it is like, people have saw that new network have come, everyone have started creating an account in the beginning, but very less people use it. Same like recently it happened with Signal. Every person have created a Signal account after Elon Musk have tweeted about it. But reality is no one is using it. It's just like a dummy app on our phones. Now, active people on Twitter are approximately to 350 million active users, out of which 80% people are from mobile, and 1,500 million tweets happens a single day, which is a very big number in terms of how many people are interacting and how many people are engaging. Now, one more important feature we have here is, even there are people who visit Twitter who may not tweet anything, who may not write anything, who may not update anything, but these people are monthly visitors who regularly visit Twitter for updates. Example, even I open Twitter regularly, not for posting anything about a business or personal. I use Twitter mainly for getting updated about our industry, seeing what other professionals are talking about. Is there any update happening in the market or not? So that kind of information which I will be using Twitter regularly for visiting purpose as well. So what is exactly Twitter? So what are the factors? Like, how can we say what is Twitter exactly? You see, if someone asks you what is Facebook, you can give some meaning, some explanation to them. What is YouTube? You can explain them. Yeah, this is a video website and it do some so and so stuff. You can say, right. Now Twitter, you cannot say that Twitter is actually a full-fledged social network. Why? Because in Twitter there is no option of adding or removing friend. It is just basically an independent network. Okay, you don't need to be a friend with someone to ask them a question or ask them an answer or something. So here is the point. When we talk about Twitter in terms of its a functionality, so we can just define it in a very, very simple way. When Twitter was started, it was called as a microblogging site, but now today we don't call it as a microblogging. We just call it as a basic social networking website for real-time communication. Meaning what you want to do right now, something is happening. I want to share it right now. Okay, I don't want to wait for the update. I want to just do it now. So most of the Twitter activities you will see, it will be mostly surrounded with the right now real-time communication which are happening right now in the market. Now when you see what it will allow, it allows text form updates. We can update information in the text format, which is the most popular type of content. We can update photos. Okay, we can update videos, we can also share links and other kind of content. When Twitter started, in the beginning, it was only about one option, which was text. And this text was also 140 characters in the beginning. Recently, that's 2-3 years back, they have changed it to 280 characters. But initially, it was just 140 character text limit was there. That is one option. And what is the main purpose? Why do we use Twitter in a real-time scenario? See, there are three activities which we can do. One is communication between business to business. For example, company A wants to speak with company B in terms of a collaboration, in terms of any, if they have a campaign where they have a collaboration together. I will give you one example of this. Sometimes on Twitter, what happens is Netflix will collaborate with some individual Indian company, and sometimes Amazon Prime will collaborate with some of the influencers, and then they create one bunch of tweets, so that creates enthusiasm in the user mind. Okay, something is going to happen. So that kind of enthusiasm, with the help of influencer marketing, some of the companies go with B2B model to create this enthusiasm among the people. Now, customer to business, customers are there, they are actually not happy, they are not happy with the service of the company, they are having some problem or issues. Right away, a company can directly communicate with the business as well. That is the customer to business interaction. And then customer to customer interaction. Now, lot of things which happen on Twitter is among the users itself. In fact, if you are aware of this, Arab Springs happened, which was one of the biggest protests in Egypt, I guess. If you are aware of this protest which happened few years back, one of the biggest protests happened in Egypt to remove the government. That particular entire concept was actually happened with the help of consumer to consumer, that is C2C base of interaction. And all of these people together have decided that this time we are going to have a protest in so and so place. So consumer to consumer base interaction is also extremely valuable on Twitter. So in a nutshell, we can say, in short, what is a Twitter? Twitter is a social network where we can share information in real time, what is happening right now. And in fact, some cases what Twitter was achieved was, before the traditional media can report something, some of the people from Twitter, that is the users from Twitter, has broken that news out even before traditional media is actually updated that information. So that level of fast information update happens with Twitter. That's the reason why Twitter is actually alive today. That is a real reason. Even for digital marketers also, we will see that in the later discussion now in the points, that how it is important for us to follow on Twitter, whom we should follow, because we want to get the latest update from different people whom we are following on Twitter, for our digital marketing also, to get the latest update before anyone else will get this update. I hope everyone understood this concept. Anyone have any questions? Please ask. Any questions? Please ask. Let me just see the screen. All right. So I hope everyone are clear with this point. Now, let us move to the next important element. What are the benefits if I'm using Twitter in a real way, in a real context? So what are the benefits I would get? What are the value I'm going to get with the Twitter marketing? Now, first we'll go through all this theoretical, we'll finish it off, and then we'll go to the practical. As I said, practical is much more easier and simpler to work with. Now, first and the most important thing on Twitter, if as a digital marketer, if I want to tell you, I would say that use Twitter. As I said, there are a lot of negative things on Twitter. Just keep that aside. But if you want to use Twitter, one of the biggest benefit of using Twitter is you can become a personal brand, or you can become a business brand. And I have seen people who are having just the followers of 10,000 followers, and they got a blue tick. Now think about it this way. Let us assume here, let us say any of the students, say for example, Sonalisa is one student, right? Now imagine if she have built up Twitter, she has updating about digital marketing and doing a lot of work on Twitter, posting and slowly growing her account. After reaching 10,000 followers, she has even published some articles in some very good newspapers or some places. And after reaching 10,000 followers, she has got a blue tick. Now tell me, as any company or an individual who has a blue tick on Twitter, will you take that person in a different context than a person who doesn't have any kind of verification? You will say, sir, yeah, if blue tick is there for a business or for individual, automatically I will trust that person, I will trust that individual, because he's somebody who has got a blue tick. Am I right? So that's personal branding. So personal branding or business brand development, if you want to do on Twitter, definitely it is one of the best way, and very quickly, compared to Insta, compared to Twitter, compared to Insta, compared to FB, compared to YouTube, you can very easily get your personal branding done on the Twitter platform. So I would suggest you to use that particular aspect for. Number two, and very, very important aspect, customer feedback. You see, one of the biggest problem for big companies was knowing the problems of customers, knowing the customer troubles, so that they can make some decisions, so that they can make some changes in their product or make some updates, correct? But if you notice here, get customer feedback is a factor where you can consider this way. In Twitter today, even I will tell you the reality. If I get any problem with my laptop, if I get a problem with my bank account, if I get a problem of anything, people don't right now go for their toll free number, because it's a waste of your time. You have to call, wait for Hindi ke liye ek, English ke liye do, then you press 2, then it will say agar aap existing customer hai to ek dabaiye, warna do. It's all useless, right? Waste of time. I'll give you a good example here. For connecting to my bank account for HDFC, my credit card had a problem. So I communicated with HDFC website. I went to their phone call. I did all the thing. Nothing happened. I went to the branch office also and asked them about my credit card. This is a credit card का offline में नहीं होता, only online में होता है. And then I was frustrated. I was like, fed up. Almost 7 days, something happened. What I did was, I went to Twitter. I just tweeted at the rate of HDFC Cares. There is one special Twitter account for support. I tweeted them, and within 1 hour, I got a response. And you know how fast they solved the problem? After 1 hour, they have given a response to me. Within 3 days or 4 days, I got a new credit card at my home via post. Simple. In 3 days, I got the card for which I was waiting for weeks and weeks of time for getting an answer for the problem. But HDFC was able to solve my problem in 1 hour just with the help of Twitter. You can imagine that how good it is. And one more thing I'll tell you. One of the good thing about Twitter is because it's public platform. So if I say something, it is going to have a negative impact on the company's brand, right? So they take very seriously, because they feel like if a lot of people start writing bad about a company, then immediately it will happen, customer feedback. I'll give you a good example. You will be surprised. Due to this recent COVID situation, lot of reporters and people, citizens, okay, have started writing the reality of what is happening in India. Are you aware of it? In Twitter, you know what happened? Because people are writing the reality, Indian government has asked Twitter to remove around 25 or 30 tweets which were critical, which were actually showing reality, but which were critical of the government. They removed it. The reason why, does it really make a big difference? Yes, it makes a very big difference, because that was seen by the worldwide media, and because of that, automatically, attention has been given to that issue. So customer support and customer feedback is one of the important factor and the benefit of working on Twitter platform. Then connect with experts of any field. This is one reason. If you ask me, sir, tell me one reason I should use Twitter without getting the negativity of Twitter. I don't want to waste my time on spammers and trollers on Twitter. I don't want to waste my time. But tell me one reason why I should be on Twitter. So I would say, even why I am on Twitter. Why do I use Twitter? It is because of this one beautiful thing in Twitter, which is we can connect to our industry experts. You won't believe, you can speak to John Mueller on Twitter. He's basically the head of the search department, one of the biggest personalities in the Google search industry. Even there are other heads, other people on Google network. There are so many people who are founders of biggest companies in the world. You can speak with them actually. You can speak exactly with them, and they respond to you. Imagine how amazing that is. So if you want to get updated, stay updated with lot of, see, SEO and our digital news, they keep updating every few days, right? Sometimes something will be known to you, I don't even know that even yet. So why it happens is, if you are following our industry people, automatically, lot of things you will know. I will tell you at the end whom I follow, why I follow them, and what is the benefit if you follow these people, what level of knowledge you can gain in digital marketing world. We can able to see that option as well. I hope you understood this point as well. So why we have to work, why we have to be on Twitter, to connect with the field, connect with the experts of this particular field, whichever field you want to work with. And another reason is, generally common reason, is traffic and leads. If you ask me, sir, can we get traffic really from Twitter? The answer is yes. In fact, some of the big bloggers, some of the big influencers in our industry, in digital industry, one of the major source of traffic generation is actually Twitter itself. Even if you take a company like SEMrush, okay, SEMrush have a automation process where every day they publish at least 4 to 5 blog articles on their Twitter, so that people will follow from them and they get a lot of value out of that Twitter account itself. So I hope you understood this point. So we have certain benefits. It's not bad as only it is negative network. I would say, if you are only in the space of Indian market, you will always see negativity only. It will be very hard for you to stay on Twitter for a long time. But if you look at it as a global perspective, in knowledge based perspective, Twitter is very, very good network to learn and to excel in our field of in the field, and also to get some value out of this network. So I hope everyone understood this point. Anyone have any question, please ask. You can unmute your mic, you can say your name, and you can ask the question, please. Okay, I think say the question. I think no question. Great. So I'll go ahead. Now, the next point we want to understand is, when we are talking about using Twitter, how does really brands use Twitter, companies use Twitter? Okay, individuals, I said. Now, what about brands? Number one is brand awareness. This is the main reason why people are on Twitter. Branding, brand awareness. As I told you, it's perception. Think about it. Social media is all about perception, correct? You'd say, hey, sir, why do you want 1 lakh subscribers on YouTube? What question? I'm now looking to get 1 lakh subscribers. We reach around 91,300. So I was able to gain around 300 subscribers in last 4 5 days with advertising and other stuff. So question is, sir, why are you focusing on getting 1 lakh subscribers to the channel? You know this very clearly, that 1 lakh subscriber doesn't convert into your regular visitors, because you already know that we already have 1 lakh 90,000 subscriber, but views are what? 100, 200, 300, 400. Means those subscribers are there, but they are not really directly affecting or directly giving any value to us, right? So people who only follow us regularly, they are seeing our posts. That's the reality. So why are we really worrying about this brand awareness? The biggest reason is, we require the blue tick. We require the perception of branding. You see, people should know about you. People should know this company is there. This company have been started, on Twitter. They are a big brand. They are a big company. So that is all about perception. So that's why even in YouTube, why I'm looking for 1 lakh subscribers is, that is a perception. When we get 1 lakh subscribers, it is something different, and we get a tick also there. So that is one reason why we want to build the brand awareness on Twitter as well. Especially, I'll tell you the point also. In Indian market, most of the people who will look for this brand awareness are celebrities. You will see they are crazy about Twitter. Celebrities are crazy on Twitter. They want brand awareness. Number two is your companies and startups. Startups are very crazy about brand awareness. They want people to see they are verified. They are not just like some startup, they are verified startup, something like that. And most important, the third biggest category of people who will be worried always, or who are crazy about promotion on Twitter or branding on Twitter, is politicians. And for your knowledge, an interesting point, who is the which is the biggest account on Twitter? Any one of you aware of that? Biggest account on Twitter? Just try guess who has the biggest account on Twitter. Anyone can just guess. One student says Modi. Yeah, actually in India he is one of the biggest account. Yes, absolutely. Any other answers, sir? Which is the biggest account in Twitter? Okay, so you won't believe it. It is Obama. Barack Obama is the most popular user on Twitter with 111 million followers. Can you imagine? He's even famous. The second famous person, I guess, is Justin Bieber, I guess. Okay, I've seen some stats, so I'm giving you the data. So imagine Barack Obama is more popular on Twitter than celebrity. And in India, Modi is more popular than any other celebrity. That's the reality. So I would say that it's very, very crucial, very, very important for you to understand the importance of this aspect, importance of how valuable Twitter is for these big celebrities or big politicians. So it's really, really amazing that celebrities are one of the biggest users, politicians are the biggest users of Twitter. And next important thing, press and updates. See, bigger companies, they have a lot of things to say. They have a lot of things to update. They have a lot of things to give and provide to user. So press releases. So if they want to say something, they will say via press. Updates. I'll give you one example. Think about it this way: celebrities, person like Salman Khan. How did Salman Khan used to share his updates before the world of social media? I would say sometimes Salman Khan was in a shooting or in some his building, or he was found by some reporters, by some gossip magazines, etc., or Zoom or someone. He will say something to some people that becomes a news. Correct? But today, no problem. He has Twitter in his hand, in his mobile phone. Whatever he wants, he will keep saying it. Yes or no? He can say whatever he wants. So become, it means a person, a celebrity like Salman Khan or any celebrity, any politician, they don't need any press anymore now. They are actually become their own news agency. So they want to publish anything, they want to say anything, they will just say. So press and updates is one of the important aspects. So that is one valuable stuff which is happening on Twitter for companies. So give updates, press releases as well as updates. That's one thing brands use Twitter for. And number three, traffic and leads. I would say one of the biggest company which I have noticed heavily using Twitter for traffic and leads whenever they launch a product is Apple. How many of you have noticed Apple ads on Twitter? I think most of you are not using Twitter, but if you use, you will notice whenever Apple launch a new product, there will be like crazy millions of views they will get on their ads. And those advertisements they run mainly for what? Traffic purpose and lead generation. Lead means sales purpose. So leads and sales, you can consider the same option. So that is also why brands uses Twitter for traffic and leads. And one very important aspect, this is the most important factor for all the big brands. Even if you're working, if you get selected in a big company in future, if they have no Twitter strategy, you can ask them to work on Twitter to build a brand, to build the lead generation and all that. But apart from it, one important factor you can suggest them is to go for customer support. What do you mean by that option is customer support? So the idea is very, very simple. Here, many companies have a dedicated customer support account on Twitter. Any customer who's not satisfied, they can communicate with them. Just now I said to you, HDFC example, like that every brand today has a customer support account on Twitter. And many people say that most of the customers are satisfied because of their Twitter responses. They don't need to go to their offline, they don't need to go to their other networks as well. So that's one of the biggest reason why we should use Twitter. So brands are using for this reason, sir. Same way, if you are a brand or a person or an individual, if you want to use Twitter in a meaningful way, if you want to use Twitter in a in a constructive way, I would say you can go with this kind of options: branding, press release and updates, traffic and leads, and customer support. These are the things you have to consider. Any questions here? Please ask. I hope everyone are following. Now we'll move into practical. One more point is there. After that, we'll go into the practical setup. Great. Chalo. Now, I hope you are clear with the basic functions. So, sir, okay, I am convinced that it is a little bit good. It's not as bad as we think in the market. It's not as bad. Some good is there in our Twitter. I agree. You said, sir, I want to get started, but how do I get started? I want to get started. I agree. I understood your point of view. You said I'm convinced, but how do I get started? So here, let's see how do we get started. Before that, let's see some examples here. One is Flipkart on Twitter. Now you notice here, Flipkart. This is actually their official account where they keep posting about their products, about their service. We'll see their pages also. You will understand. And they got 2.6 million followers, which is pretty good number. And if you see here, what is this one? Flipkart support, which is also verified. And you see already it has 1,79,000 followers. So what's the difference here? Why do they have Flipkart support? And even if you see the number of tweets they have is 1.4 million. Okay, this is managed by multiple people, actually, not by one person. Multiple people will be there on the back end of Flipkart support for the support account, and they will be consistently responding to every query people ask. Okay, so that's the account. One more thing, one more example here. Same way, this is HDFC Bank. If you notice, both the banners are same, but here is the different thing. This is HDFC Bank, but this is HDFC Bank Cares. You see the difference? And here, have a question. We are here to help you between 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Imagine 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. is a pretty good time for you to ask any question. Please don't share any personal or banking information publicly. Instead, you can DM us those details. And again, you see here 3,21,000 followers, 4,61,000 followers for HDFC. So not just HDFC and Flipkart, almost every Indian brand today has two separate accounts, one for promotions and one for support of the customer. So that is one advantage we can take out of Twitter itself. So I hope you understood this point. Now, moving on to our important aspect. Sir, I want to get started. So how do I get started? What is the way I should work? What are the options I should work? Okay, very simple here. As every other network we have learned, okay, first option is personal account. I would say, I will request you, every individual person, like everyone who is listening our class now, even if you feel like Twitter is not for you, but please create a personal account, okay, with your name, with your profile, with your bio. Why? Because later, as I said, we have one of the most valuable way to learn. In Twitter, we can learn a lot of stuff. You will be surprised, amazing how much stuff you can learn on Twitter if you only focus on our industry, okay? So personal account, that is for branding. In fact, think about it this way: you went for an interview. They said one of our requirement is Twitter also, and they ask you, do you have a Twitter account? You say, no, I don't have Twitter account. Now tell me, are you going to get a job for it from that company? No way. Why? Because when you don't have a Twitter account, okay, how would you expect them to give you a job at any cost? No way, right? Because you don't even have the basic fund requirement of their company, correct? So that's why personally, please create a personal account. What are the properties and all? I will explain you in the detail in practical next. Next option we have is a business account. So difference is this: personal account, I can share anything. I can share my personal views. I can share about industry. I can share about anything I want. I can share in personal because it belongs to me. Whereas business account, I have to be very careful. I have to share only about business, only about our industry, only about the topics which are relevant to the business. See, think about it this way: HDFC bank account is there, right? So they can share only about what? About HDFC business, any new updates, any new things happening, correct? If any of the HDFC account manager, he share his personal tragedy, will it work? No, it will. He will be immediately fired, because a business account is only about business. It's about your industry, about your subject only, whereas personal can be anything. So both maintain two accounts. Like for me, personal account is the digital as well. That is one of my account which I maintaining means I'm just keeping updating regularly. That's it. I'm not that much aggressive on branding or marketing. Whereas business account, we have our business account at the rate web trainings. That is for our business, which regularly we updates as per our Facebook concepts as well. Okay, that's the point. Now, one important point you have to note here is, remember in Facebook what we did, we created one profile. Under profile, I said you can create as many businesses as you want. Business page 1, business page 2, business page 3, and so on, correct? Now here it doesn't work like that. In Twitter, your personal account should be created with personal email ID separate. It have no connection with your business ID. So business ID you may create with your business account, with your company account or Gmail account, no matter, but both should be separated. They should not be created in the same section. That is one important thing you have to remember. I hope everyone are clear. Any questions are there? Unmute your mic and please ask your questions. If all is good, I'll move forward. Okay, great. Sure. Then let's move forward. All right. So I'm now going to show you the next step is actually practical, but I'll just show you some brief what we are going to do in practice. I'll just show you the brief and then we'll go into the practical option. See, profile setup. It's a personal profile setup or business profile setup, whatever you want to do. That profile setup has to be done with some basic parameters. Okay. Now, if you see here, I have a screenshot of a dummy, profile which is provided by Twitter itself. In Twitter business uh, setup, the guide they have given this screenshot. Okay. So here are the few things we have to set up: profile photo, and after profile photo, the header image. You see this image here, this is header image. I'm giving the sizes also, so later I will share the document with you. So profile photo 300 by 300, header image 1500 by 500. I will show you later how we do it now practically. Then your name, you see here Twitter name, it's a capital letter name, that is one aspect. And under that you see a small @ name is there, so that is separate option. So remember, name is basically this highlighted element, and this one is your actual handle. Now name you can change, but handle you cannot change. Why? You can change, but if you are having a verified tick mark or something, it will be removed. So handle is something where people will recognize you on Twitter for long term. Example, you want to speak with me anytime, @digital azhar on Twitter, you can connect with me. Now my name on Twitter is, let's say, MD Azruddin. I thought about making it as digital azhar. I can change it, not a problem, but the handle I will keep it consistent so that people can connect with me, people can follow me. So Twitter username and handle has a restriction of 15 characters. We'll see practically that option as well. Then another important option is short bio. Can you see here a small text option is there, sir? This is called as bio. In bio we can use our keywords, we can use our hashtags, we can use our credentials, etc., to showcase who we are. And then after that option, fourth is called as a pinned tweet. Pinned tweet is nothing but if someone visit your page, what is the first thing you should see? Means your maybe your branding, maybe your some kind of important update or something. We can use that option. And apart from that, here if you see a small option of website, so that website also has to be added into your Twitter account as well. And apart from that, location and when you are founded and all. If it is business account, then year founded, etc., will also be added. So this is the basic structure which we have to set up. Now I'm going to show you practically step by step how to use this entire option, how to set up this entire properties one by one using our practical approach option. Okay, so now I'm going to Twitter and I will just log out of our existing account. So yeah, see this, I'm logging out of our existing account. And be careful, Twitter actually are very strict about fake accounts, so they are deleting a lot of accounts which looks fake, because which has some fake name or like looks like a bot, they will delete them. Okay, so I will click on sign up. All right. I'll take a name. Let's say I'll take our other team member name. Now, by phone number, you want to create an account or by email address. So I will say email address. And one address I think we had, let me just check. I'm just creating everything from scratch so you all can easily follow. Yeah, I think this was the account we created, sir. And the other, yeah, and the other ppc@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll use the same account for dummy sign up. Hopefully, it should be available at gmail.com. Oh, email is already taken. Okay, in that case, what we'll do, sir, we'll take the one I created for, so, okay. And if you want, you can define your age, etc. It is optional, okay? If you can, okay. Even if this business is for business, pet or something else, confirm your own age. It will not be shown publicly, that's fine. Just add the age, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, and I'll say next. Now, track use where you see Twitter content across the web. No, I don't want Twitter to track me, because what they do is wherever websites you visit, according to that, they will show you tweets and all that, because they have having the tracking code across all the web, because many companies use it. Now, here it is, name, date of birth, yeah, sign up. Now, actually, nowadays it's very, very critical. Earlier, you can create as many accounts you want, okay? But now, as I said, Twitter is very serious about bot accounts. So that's why they are suspending accounts very, very fast if they see some bad activity on the account. So they're very serious about, valuable. In fact, you won't know this point. Most of the celebrities who are having millions of followers, according to one survey done, it was revealed that 30 to 40% accounts of these celebrity followers are actually bot accounts. Bot accounts means you are aware of that. It's nothing but fake IDs. Okay, so that's the reality. So Twitter is very, very serious about making those changes. Now, as I said, profile picture 300 by 300. If it is individual, your individual photo. If it is brand logo. Okay, that's the difference between a business account and a personal account. So I will take here a profile, any just a picture I will take, sir. I hope you agree with me, it's not a big deal, right? Yeah, I will take our writing only, not a problem. Yeah, done, apply, profile picture, next. Yeah, your bio. Now, how should be bio? 160 characters, I say. Okay, something like this. Okay, if someone is searching for the keyword digital marketing professional specialist, your profile can come up as well. So you have to think about more creative way to write the profile. I'll come to that example, you will get an idea what I'm trying to say. See here, on Twitter, let's see some profiles of individual people. Okay, let's say Gary Vee's profile. Now, see what is Gary Vee have written. See, family first, CEO of Winner Media, he's promoting his brands, Winner Sports and Empathy Wines. So he has three brands, so he's promoting them. Investor in Twitter, Uber, FB. five times New York Times bestseller, die-hard NY Jets fan, and at the rate wine text. This is also his promotion for his wines only. Okay, let's see. Professional, big Bill Gates, sharing things I'm learning through my foundation work and other interests. Straightforward. Elon Musk won't. I won't think he will not have any kind of yeah. Techno king of Tesla, imperator of Mars. Okay, let's see what Tesla is writing. Electric cars, giant batteries, and solar. Like this. See, some profiles look very perfect. Some will be just one-liner profile as well. It depends on company to come. Apple said we don't even now need introduction. See that? Apple is saying we don't even need introduction, and how uh, they are not even following one person also. Think about it. And 6.2 million people are following them. So Apple, is the peak of what we say arrogance, we can say, right? No one, they don't want to follow anyone. If you want, you follow us. Okay, that's fine. It's up to them. We don't have anything to do about it. So that's the way we can write it. Bio should be written in a proper way, as I said in the beginning. All right, okay. Now, so bio, so digital marketing professional with 5+ years experience. Now, I'm just writing as an example. Okay, you can write a lot of things in this. Next. Okay, how do you want to speak in Twitter? English itself. Click next. You want Hindi and other also you can select. Now, do you want to follow any of these topics? Any of these topics to get some updates? I would say please don't follow any of that. You get all useless posts. So I would suggest you do this. Try to search for digital marketing. Yes, take the topic digital marketing. You want to follow SEO? Yes. If it is available, I think no. Search engine optimization. Yeah, it's available. Select that. You see that? So depending on our interest, we will select some of these interesting topics. Are you following? Now, suggestions. According to the topics, digital marketing and all, these are all the accounts which they are suggesting to us. If you want to follow, your wish. If you don't want to follow, just leave it. Not a problem. Okay, I'll just say next. Later we will follow some people as well. So this is the basic structure. Now, one more thing you have to do is go to profile, and as we uploaded here, this is one our header image, which is called as Twitter header. Okay, this you can upload 1500 into 500 pixels. Use create it from canva.com. I'm sure that you are already aware of canva.com. We don't need to again go there. All right, I hope you can manage it. So this is one small example. Some picture already was there. I've taken that. Yeah, so that's the banner. Bio, why it is not saved? Let me just add the bio again. Location, and very important is website, sir, because a lot of people visit your website directly from here. Okay, great. Save. That's for you. See, simple and straightforward. Our tweets are ready. But one more important thing, that if this link is converted to tweet, that's not a problem. One more important thing is, you see this one, this is called as our handle. I told you, no, handle. It's very difficult to remember. So I have to change this. So go to more, and I think settings, yeah, settings and privacy. Under account information, oh, there will be user. Yeah, here, username. Under account information, username. So click on username and change the username. So I will say if it is available. Yeah, it's available. So I'll take digital Shafiq, save. Yeah, that's available. Now my account is easy to follow, easy to remember. And if you just see my profile, look at the URL digital Shafiq. All right, so this is a very simple way, very simple method of how we can set up our profile. I hope you understood this concept. It's a very straightforward method, nothing complicated, nothing difficult. But this is actually we did for person, but I have not uploaded a person's photo. But I hope you understood the point of view of a discussion. Any questions here, please ask. You can ask on mic also, because it gives me some time also. Okay, no questions on students. If you're following well, that's great, no problem. If you have any query, like sir, I didn't get this point, you can ask, I will clarify. Great. Because I'm sure it's easy to understand subjects, not too complicated. Okay. Now imagine this account we set up now, correct? I want to now take this account little bit forward. And what I want to do is, let's assume that this is a real account, okay? And we want to set it up. We want to start working on this account. So what should I do, sir, next? What are the next steps I should do once I set up my account? Now remember, one big challenge is there. Now you will get one verification option also. If you start following more people, or if you start adding tweets, definitely Twitter will stop you in between and ask you for a verification, maybe a phone verification, because a lot of people do create bot accounts on Twitter. So Twitter is very serious about spam. So they verify. It may come in our class, I don't know, but you will sometime you will notice this phone verification. They will definitely ask. So what I will do in general terms, see, as soon as I set up my account, shall I start tweeting here? Shall I start tweeting? Tweeting. It's called as not posting, tweeting. Okay, just tweet. So no, I won't tweet anything now. The first step I would suggest you as an individual or a personal account is find the people who are in our industry, whom you should follow, so that you can learn a lot of stuff from them. So, sir, where do I find all these things where I can find? Okay, so I have actually prepared a small list actually in web trainings, and it's not expanded. There are a lot of more places to follow. Yeah, this is old account, but I have tried to update it a little bit with expert data, but more people are there to add into it. Okay, so these are some of the people. Okay, Rand Fiskin, and I have given the account. Bill Swasky, Aaron Wall, Bruce Clay. I have added some people here. If you follow these people, it's old, as I said, it's an older version. I'll add some more people to it. So please check this out once, and I will suggest you to please follow these accounts. You may say, sir, why? What's a big deal? Gary Vee, yeah, absolutely. You follow him. You can learn a lot of deal, lot of valuable marketing lessons from him. He may post some useless stuff also, which may be irrelevant for you, but doesn't matter. But you can follow Gary Vee. So what about our SEO point of view? Says John Mueller, as I said. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, here, John Mueller. This one. Okay, this guy you can follow. You get a lot of updates from this person also. And good thing about Twitter is the moment you follow, it will try to show you other people. Now he is also one of the chief of sorry, president. So he's actually Gary Elias is one of the top person in the Google backend team of web spam team, etc. So follow him. This is very important. Google search layers an account. You know, these are the official tweets related to public details, whatever the updates are happening, whatever the stuff is happening around in Google. Please follow this account as well. Barry Squads, he's actually the founder of Search Engine General. Follow him, very popular. That's a good thing. Twitter is telling us whom to follow. So I'm just giving you a okay. Alaida Solis, she is very, very famous for her expertise in SEO. Followed her. Then Google Search Central, which is basically Search Console. Glenn Gabe, he's a famous person. Danny Sullivan, he's a founder of Search Engine Land. I don't know this person. I will not tell you. Whom I don't know, you have to do it for yourself. I'm only giving you the people. She is very, very famous for SEO. Mary Hans, SCM Streaming Funk. This is a software tool. Cyrus is one of the person of Moz. So you can follow these guys. All right, and these are all you are aware. So along with this, Ram Gopal Verma, you want to follow him? He's actually a very different guy. So it depends. It's up to you whom you want to follow. These are all India-based suggestions. Okay, but I would suggest if you want to stay productive, stay creative, stay valuable and worthful on Twitter, please follow the people I said and also find more people. Okay, you will find that Twitter is something good. You'll find that. Okay, that's important point. All right. So this is a step one I have to do. Now what happens? I started following. Now look at my feed now, and you start getting updates from all these people. Now what is this one? Mary Hans have retweeted. That's okay. It's a tournament. Leave it, because as I said now, whenever individual account is there, they will share about general. They will share about personal. Everything combined. So don't worry about it. Okay. Elida has retweeted. Okay. Cyrus, and SEO story. Once upon a time, a group of SEOs argued on Twitter. After much debate, each dug in their heels and confirmed their own pre-existing beliefs. Despite nobody changing their mind every week, they repeated it over and again, and they all lived happily ever after the end. Okay. So that's fine. This is what SEO former chat. Yeah, that's something on Clubhouse. Okay, great. So you see, lot of valuable stuff, lot of valuable info you can get from all of these guys. I hope you please follow them. You will see, you will be always above the other marketers. Okay, even before someone knows something, you are the person you know before other people, and you can make your strategies accordingly. For this learning point of view, I will suggest you one more interesting thing. It is possible that you may be interested in digital marketing. Yes, sir, you are interested in digital marketing. Now, it is also possible that you may be interested in stock market also at the same time. I'm interested, so it's one according to me, my interest. Also, let's say you are interested in digital marketing. Some of you may be interested in Telugu movies. Yeah, why not? You may be interested in some actors and Telugu movies. You want to see their updates also. So what happens is sometimes when you have too many accounts, your timeline will become very bad. It looks like what happened? It's all mixed up and all bad stuff is coming up. For you and I, who are interested in both of these things together, they have Twitter has given a nice feature. I will explain you what is that. But I want to also follow some more people here. So I want to follow some accounts. They post some in what to say, relevant information about investing, some motivation about investing and all that. So let's say follow this guy. Done. Okay. I want to see more people. Or I will also follow Zerodha here. All the major apps. See, Zerodha is there. Yeah. And Zerodha also has Zerodha Varsity, which is a free learning university. He's the founder of Zerodha. And this is a platform of Q&A for Zerodha. You can follow. Yeah. So I have followed few things. Now what happens now? If you mix it up, you see everything comes up in the mix now. So if you see, one post will be from Zerodha, one post will be from so and so, one post will keep mixing up. So which is also sometimes complicated. So for this, one unique feature has been launched by Twitter. What is that feature? Is you can able to segregate and divide the updates from different companies, updates from different accounts into different elements called as list, different lists. So click here on the list. Now this is a feature list. Now here it is. If you notice, and also one more thing, if I make a list, okay, you can join my list. Meaning what? If I make a list for digital marketing, all of you can follow my list, so that whoever I add into my list, those all people will be, all of you can become a part of that list. You got the point. Now say there are some lists already: filmy, South Indian cinema, Telugu news. According to our location, they are giving some list to us. You see that? Is that interesting? You may say, sir, what is a big deal? What is the big point about all this, sir? What will happen with all this? You may ask a question. So if I go to this South Indian cinema, now see what is there. I will see some posts and updates here. See, there are 156 members and 3,300 people following overall. Now, Chiranjeevi post, some Supriya Sahu IAS post. You notice here? So they collected certain data of South Indian cinema. South India means all the states of South will come into that. So that is the list. So I'll tell you how we use this in a very, very professional way. So I will have a banner. If really I want, I can have a banner. Let's assume that is about SEO. Okay. So I'll take Oh, it requires square image. Okay, chalo, no problem. Chalo, name I will take as SEO experts. Okay, now click next. Now what I will do in the list is, see, I want to I want to add people in this list. Yes. Okay. Who from whom we want to get updates? Yes, absolutely. So let's start with people. Add. Right, sir? Now I have to find them by names. Done. Add. Then what is that? Cyrus. Yes. Add. Are you following? I want to add Google search liaison. Yes. Google Search Central. Yes. Google I don't want to add. Google Trends. Yeah, it can be a good source. Yes, sir. Like this, I can add different people. Okay. Now, once I add them, now see, I have added 6 members right now. Click done. Now see the interesting point about the list. Here, this is my list created for SEO experts. Sir, do you want to join it? If you want, just click on this. I can send you the link, or you can find this list directly also on Twitter. Okay, so what happens here is, whenever if you join here, you become a follower. You know, all our posts only posted by this SEO expert list. You see this, our list. Okay, only updates I want to see, I want to read from this list only. I don't want to see anything else. So can I make it? It's amazing feature. Even Facebook doesn't have this kind of nice feature. I hope everyone understood this. It's not like a group also. You know why? Because you can't post in this stuff. If you follow, you cannot post your update here. It is like it's not a group, because it is like a one-way stream of data. You're trying to organize people from different industries into one list, so that you get all the updates segregated properly. That is the idea. Okay, yes, any questions here? This is a very good feature actually, which we can definitely use. I hope everyone understood up to this point. Shall I proceed? Before even about tweets, I explain you about list, because it's a very valuable feature. Okay. Now, any questions? Please ask. All right. So let's continue with the concept of tweets option. All right. Now, moving on to types of tweets we have and how we use this tweets option. What are the features? Let's see the concept next. And again, first theory, and after that, I will show you how we can use with the practical aspects. Okay. The first and the most popular way of writing, you won't believe it. If you, I remember in Facebook text post, who will read it? No one, right? Text is what waste useless in Facebook. But if you ask me, sir, what about Twitter? Text is the most popular one. People hate other kinds of content. They like text tweet, and also it should be creative, because we only have 280 characters. Earlier it was more creative, 140 characters, so it was more and more valuable as well. When it's short, you have to say a lot of things in short term. All right. Next we have is photo tweet, where we can upload a photo of 1024 into 512 pixels, or even square. Now Twitter is also accepting square, so either a horizontal or a square image you can upload as a photo tweet. You can also upload a GIF format. This is very famous. You see, one of the most popular thing about Twitter is memes. If you are aware of memes, lot of memes are created from Twitter only. I'll give you a good example. Netflix releases any series or Amazon releases any series, you know what happens? The moment series will come, for 1 day to few days of time, there will be continuous memes will be generated from that movie or that series. Are you aware of it? It's like a fun thing. Okay, it's a very popular activity. Or if there is a match, something happened in the match which was funny, so people come with what, with unique memes. It's very very interesting actually. So GIF format memes will be there, or photo tweets will be there. Both can be very very effective. And next format we have is video format with a very restricted timeline, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That's the limit of a video which you can upload on a tweet. Okay. And then we have a very interesting format, poll. The benefit of the poll is it's very highly engaging. You see here itself, you will see this is a picture. Okay. Normally text is this one. Right away you can write the text. This is photo post or video post, both together. This is GIF. This is poll. Okay. And this is just a smiley thing we can add. And this is a schedule option on the tweet. That's a general idea. Okay, now the next point we will see, and after that we'll get into the practical as well. So fleets, now same like stories in Twitter have recently tried to copy the concept of stories in your Twitter as well. Okay, and the name of that option they have given is fleets. Okay, which is stories itself. So these are the type of content we can right now update on Twitter. Right now I write on Twitter. Now the question is, what can we share? What should we share, sir? What are the information we should share, and what is the strategy we should follow here? Now, before we go into practice, let us see the simple concept. The stuff which we share on Facebook will also work on Twitter. Yes, sir, it works. But certain types of content which has more value on Twitter compared to Facebook. Post daily recurring post. Now, what is daily recurring post is, in Twitter, every day there is one trend. Okay, today is Monday. Monday's trend is Monday motivation. So every brand tries to promote something on Monday which is about motivation, which is about something positive. Tuesday, okay, Tuesday thoughts, that is one trend will happen. Wednesday wisdom. Thursday throwback Thursday, meaning something old you have to post it on Thursday, saying that this was me in 1985, this is now me today. Or like what Amitabh Bachchan does on his Twitter is, he will post some of his old movie shots or old movie poses, etc., photos, etc., every Thursday. TBT also it's called as hashtag throwback or hashtag TBT. That's a recurring trend. Like that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day has one recurring trend. You can post about that option. One more question. Sir, is one post enough on Twitter every day? No. Generally, no. If you want to get building branding, if you want to build your personality, if you want to build your brand, you have to post at least 3 to 5 posts a day to get visibility on Twitter. It's not easy. It's because in Twitter, the lifetime of a tweet is actually 5 to 10 minutes only. Unlike Facebook, at least your post will be available next day also to your friends. Twitter is not like that. It's very, very short memory. It will be, used up within few minutes of time. So you have to post consistently. Some people mostly post around 3 to 5 posts for consistent results on Twitter. Now, very important, share industry update. That's very valuable. Blog post, if you have blogs, please share those blog posts on Twitter. A lot of people ready to read them. Free resources, if you find some valuable resources, ebooks or blog articles from external sources, please share that. Live updates right now, what is happening. Let's say, for example, you're talking about let's say elections, so every update on elections happen live. You're talking about matches, some brands updates everything about those matches on the live. So what is happening right now? Ground reporting. Then connect with experts. As I said, you tag at the rate Gary V, ask him a question. You tag at the rate John Mueller, ask him a question. Like that, you can connect with experts from your Twitter account and then promote your product or services. This is the ultimate goal. But remember the 80-20 rule. So 80% of our post will be for value of customer and 20% will be for our own benefit. So promote our products and services also. And commenting. Now remember in what we say in sorry, I think this is not comment, sorry, it is contest. Okay, it is not comment, it is contest. Contest is one of the most valuable posting strategy on Twitter. I'll tell you what actually brands will do. Flipkart, they are launching a new product. They will come with a hashtag. They will say hashtag something, and they will say this is a contest. And how do you participate in the contest? Every one of you should should follow us first and write a slogan, write a caption, write something for this product or this hashtag, and share it on your tweet, share it on your profile. The profile which gets the maximum, the tweet which gets the maximum likes or maximum engagement will win a gift hamper. You know what they, why are they doing this? It is for branding purpose. So actually how it works technically is this way. Let us say we are having the company Flipkart. They're launching a product, they put up a contest, right? The prizes will be very good. Sometimes it can be 10,000, 20,000 worth of product for first top three winners, like that. So they have some good prizes. So what happens, they will give a hashtag, hashtags, let's say Flipkart. Now whenever you are answering that question, you have to use this hashtag also. So now hundreds and thousands of people will want to participate in this contest, yes or no? Now lakhs of people will participate. So what happens is, on that day, whatever the hashtag Flipkart was chosen, okay, that will get trending. So that is one of the best way of branding also. In fact, every company which is starting a new product or new launching a new product, they use this strategy of hashtag trending by using the concept of contest. I hope you understood this point. In fact, recently Zomato have run a contest in the same context. Even Fevikwik also run a contest with the same concept. Though what they said is, you have to give a concept for an ad, and you have to use the hashtag Fevicol ka Jod or something, and you have to submit the entries. Whoever get the maximum views and also who gets selected, his ad concept will be published on the television. Something like that concept was created for comments. Okay. And retweets is nothing but sharing. See, actually every time I don't need to waste my time in writing a tweet. If I just have no time, what I can do is, see, a lot of tweets I get from different sources, right? A lot of people post different stuff, a lot of people post different information, yes or no? All I have to do is I can retweet them. See here, and I see a story, I really liked it, click on it, retweet with a quote means you have to write something awesome story, click tweet. That's it, nothing. So it's a sharing. Actually it's very popular in our Twitter network. Sharing of regular post, sharing of content, it is extremely popular method of posting. Is that clear, everyone? So these are the different aspects we have to consider, different strategies we have to consider. Now I will show you how do we create the tweet. What are the options of tweets? How do we write? Now, writing, designing, I think I don't need to discuss about it, because the same formula which we use in Facebook, we use in LinkedIn, we use in Instagram, concept is same. Designing and creatives and all is same. Just your caption should be much more interesting here. So I want to do a first tweet. So go ahead and click on the tweet button on the left hand side here, and you can start with your message. What do you want to follow? So or let's say Twitter to share information about digital marketing. Follow Okay, that's a simple tweet. But I want to also increase the visibility of the tweet. See, I right now don't have any followers, correct? I'm following 16 people, I don't have any followers. But how do I build them? Now, by posting content in our industry. So, what is the topic we are writing about? Digital marketing. So, in Twitter, the hashtags play a very vital role. To spread your message to hundreds and thousands of people, to get to maximum people, you have to use the hashtag, say, digital marketing, hashtag SEO. Okay, like hashtag Hyderabad because I'm from Hyderabad. We are from Hyderabad. So I want people from Hyderabad to see this and click tweet. That's a simple text tweet posted on our timeline. Now, what happens? I don't even have a single follower, correct, sir? But you won't believe this. In the digital marketing, SEO, and Hyderabad, people who are following these topics, people who are using these topics, okay, they can able to see our tweet. Okay, that's the way it works out. Oh, great. Impression times people saw this tweet on Twitter 3 times. You say, sir, you don't have followers. How? Very simple, because we have added those hashtags. So now people will see that hashtag. So that's one of the biggest value of hashtags, sir. But one of the best way to reach and increase your view and visibility, to reach to more and more people, is by using some good hashtags. In fact, you see, one interesting feature is using the live hashtag. So right now, here someone are trending COVID is airborne. They're trending something here, right? Which means what? If someone are trending this, if you write about the topic, believe me, your visibility will go crazy, because a lot of people are following the topic. It's in fact for all over India, it will be trending. So that way you get hundreds and thousands of people to see your tweet. So that way it will be very, very effective. I hope you understood this point, everyone. Now, similarly, sir, if you want to do a photo tweet, yeah, you can do a photo tweet like this for your business with digital marketing. Visit www.itinfogroup.com. Hashtag digital marketing, hashtag business. Are you following? If you want, you can also add here the alt tag. This is actually the alt tag. Okay, so you can just write grow your business with digital marketing. Yeah, that's it. All right, sir, simple. We can just say trade. I hope you understood this point. It's nothing. See, tweeting is a kid's play. Anyone can do it. It's not a big deal. But strategy, what you want to post, how you want to post, what concept you want to post, that's a big challenge in your Twitter strategy. Okay. I hope everyone understood this point. Okay. Now, one more interesting thing. Now, as I tell you, GIF. This is very popular, sir. This is very popular. People are crazy about GIFs. We are aware of this, right? Different kinds of GIFs. I'll give you an example. How to use GIFs in actual way. It's fun, actually. It's nothing complicated. Yeah. See what happens now. Oh, SEO 670 tweets happened in last 1 hour. Great. Yeah. Tweet. I have not did anything. Just I have taken a small GIF, added the GIF, and I have made my point. Got it? That is the idea. It's fun as well. It takes some time for you to understand the overall working logic, but it's really useful and interesting as well. Okay, is it clear? Any questions here? Please ask. So same way we can do polls, same way we can add an emotion, etc. as well. One interesting point I want to tell you. Keep this is very important point. Let's assume that you have to say some very big information, lot of information. Now, problem is, tweets are like tweet will come one, two, three. It will be very difficult for people to track, because whatever you post will go down. After that, next one, after that, next one. It's very difficult to follow your points, right? So can I say this way? If I have a tweet series, so I can put all the tweets in one group, would it be a great idea? Yeah. So here, if you see, tweet one. Okay. Add. Now you say, what is this, sir? Tweet two. Add. Tweet 3, add. Are you following? Tweet 4, tweet 4. Okay, and click tweet all. Now, what is interesting about this is, now notice there, what's the point, sir? It's actually a thread. Thread is basically nothing but all your tweets, okay, will be shown in 1, 2, 3, structure. I think one got missed somewhere. Yeah, I think we haven't added the first. We should add that one itself when we take the tweet option. Is that a nice feature, sir? Is that good option? Yeah, actually, some big professionals or some companies or individuals are doing this posting. They use this Twitter option to, it's called as a tweet list, okay, where they show all these updates in one particular angle and data. Okay, I hope you understood this concept, everyone. So tweeting is not a big deal. It's a very simple concept to work with. How to tag a tweet? Yeah, see, very simple. Whichever post you are doing, okay, this is our post. Okay, now just if you want to add any hashtag to it, all you have to do is use a symbol hashtag and whatever word you want to add to it. Say for example, I want to add the word tweet to it, so just add tweet. So this will become what? Tweet will become a topic, and if you click on it, it goes into the subject. Now what happens is if you want to do this Twitter, you want to increase the visibility and you want to make this tweet tag become trending tags. See on the right hand side, trending tags are there. Now here is a point for you. Trending tags are created based on how many people are trending. Now see here, India, what is this one? Trending 10,000 tweets. 4 years for epic KGF first look. 6,000 people are trending that. What is this? Rajasthan ke Jan Nayak trending. KGF chapter 2 trending. Kamal Hassan, this is not a hashtag. It's just a word. Hashtag. It's not a hashtag. You got it. Actually, as I said, the different types of people, different types of industries, they work on this hashtag strategy. For your information, I will tell you, all the major news portals, they have a strategy and planning. If the elections are going on, for each day of polling, they will have a hashtag. For the result day, they will have a hashtag, and they can track all this information, that how many people have viewed, how many people have reached with this hashtag. All this data is provided, but for this information, they have to take a premium service from Twitter. For free service you won't get. Premium service has to be taken. Is it clear? Now, this is the basic idea of a tweet. So hashtags also, I'm sure you are clear. Now, there is a technique of face hashtag trending also. What is fake hashtag trending is, there will be group of people like influencers, etc. We can hire them. All of these people, we can give them one time and tell them, boss, at this time you have to, all of you have to write a tweet, same tweet with same hashtag. Now, when all of these people write a trend as a hashtag, automatically start trending. Okay, that's a kind of fake trend creation also possible. It's very easy. You don't require more than 2 to 3,000 tweets to trend, because Twitter is very less famous in India, so you just require few thousand tweets to trend your hashtag easily. That's how I said brands, etc. uses this concept. I hope right now you saw that movie company was using that trending, right? So that will start with a paid version. They will start with the paid activities, but slowly people itself will make it trend like crazy. Okay, that's the idea. Any questions here? So pretty much sum it up, the Twitter tweets option is much easier and simple to work with. Now let's look at some of the aspects of engagement. How do we engage with tweets? See, basically, as I said, engagement will be of 3 factors in Twitter. Number one is you can like the tweet, which is nothing but favorite. You can also write a comment on the tweet, and third one is you can retweet. Okay, so here I'm going to show you. Let's go to home. Now see here some tweets of the problem with truth is that once you get a taste of it, you can never go back. Okay, I'll just write here true. Now this is one way to increase your visibility. A lot of people can, because it's a 53,000 followers are there. your name will be in front of them. Okay, you like it, that's one engagement, and I also want to retweet it. Without a comment, just retweet. So now you come back to profile and you will say, ah, yes, sir, it's very nice, easy. We have got that post in our timeline. See this? But it will clearly show it's a retweeted post. I hope you understood this, sir, everyone. So this is as simple as this. It's not about actually the big challenge on Twitter is staying updated with the market. What is happening in the market? What is getting updated in the market? What is right now going on in the market? Based on that, you have to very quickly be active and do the retweet or update or whatever the aspects is. If you do that, it can really provide a very high value to your Twitter account. Okay, I hope everyone are clear with this concept of discussion. Any questions? Everyone have followed the subject clearly? Okay, good. Okay, one more last concept I want to explain. Sir, sometimes it is possible that you may have lot of accounts to manage, multiple accounts to manage. Sir, how do I manage them? Difficult, right? Log in, log out, headache, right? So to manage your account in a very smooth way, if you have multiple accounts together, so Twitter themselves have provided a nice feature for us. Okay, it's called as TweetDeck. Okay, the software name is TweetDeck. TweetDeck. So what the software do is very simple. It will help us to add multiple accounts. Yeah, tweetdeck.twitter.com. You can add multiple accounts. You can track multiple country trends also. You can track your messages also. You can track your updates also. Everything in one place. It's pretty nice tool actually. Superb tool, I can say. Yeah, go ahead and get started. Yeah. So what do you see here? This is your home. Yep, this is the notifications, your messages, and right now what are trending? See that globally, I think. Yeah, this is global. Kamal Hassan is trending with 101 tweets. Monday thoughts. What is this? World Press Freedom Day, Bengal, Monday motivation, and so on. See that? These are all okay. Monday morning is also a trend. Correct? Now, sir, can I add more accounts? Yeah, absolutely. See this. This is nice option. So go ahead and say, I want to add an account. So click on accounts. Right now we have only one account. Link another account you own. Continue. Yeah. Now here I can add with my other account login. Done. Now that account will be added over here. See that? Nice. Right, sir. Acha, you want to add people to it? You want to add multiple people? I told you, remember? In big companies like Flipkart and Netflix and HDFC Bank, they have a support account. They will get hundreds and thousands of DMs over here. DMs will be huge number because they have to share personal information. So great thing about this Twitter account is you can also add a team. So your existing Twitter account, you can add multiple people. They can able to follow up your option. I hope you understood this point, everyone. Okay, and with this tool, you can do very nice scheduling. See here, tweet. So where you want to post it, either on digital or either on web training. So I want to post on web trainings. Okay, so something digital marketing, some important stuff. And if you want to post an image or anything, your wish, you want to schedule the post. Here only we do. This is testing post. Okay, schedule the tweet. What time? Yeah, so let's take Monday. Okay, 50 a.m. Done. Chalo, done. Tweet. So you want to schedule? Yes, absolutely. Schedule. And just close it. And you see another tab over here. You can see all your tweets updated. So some tweets will be predefined because company cannot keep managing each and every tweet manually. So what they do, all the important tweets, they already have a schedule. They post it. After that schedule, what they will do is anything new is happening, they can just post it in the middle. And see here, interesting, amazing actually. Cyrus have liked our tweet. See, he know about us right now. Shafiq Ahmed, someone is there. See, that's amazing. I just retweeted him and he liked it. JF Sebastian, I don't know who is this. XS Studios. It's pretty crazy because you don't need to be friends. You don't need to be their people you should know. Nothing. Just over the period of time, slowly, without anything, without any following, your tweets will become visible to a lot of people. Followers also come. That will come based on how well you are updating, what you are updating, and everything. Understood? See, with 0 followers, we got 37 visitors, 37 views on our tweet. Nice. It is good or not? What do you say? Yeah, we got 10 because GIF has more value. Poll will have more value, sir. More and more value. Okay. So this is how we can work on Twitter. All right. So I hope everyone are clear with the overall concepts. So how do we set up an account? How do we work with the option? What are the engagement features? Only bad thing is engagement will be very less on Twitter. Don't expect huge engagement. Okay, I'll show you an example. You will understand what I'm talking about. Okay, if you go with Flipkart, now look at this. 2.6 million viewers. Wow, so great. Your super coins have superpowers. Head to link below and donate them to get life-saving supplies. Okay. Likes. Oh, sir, 115. Ah, that's it. Tweets, retweets 19 and 35. That's a good post. That's the reason they have this. This is also good post. Okay. What about sir general post, the promotional post? They won't even have that much also. See, a quick Flipkart quick 73, 10 and 70. And I'll tell you, this 70 comments will be more about I have not received my order. Please deliver my order and all that panda will be there. There'll be angry customers. You say, sir, correct. You said correct. Looks Flipkart sellers are delivering defective, faulty product. Meanwhile, have you said Flipkart is not having policies that profit customer? Please unblock my account. Should be unblocked. Have deliver. Haven't. अरे sir ये क्या comment में पूरे ID number और ये चल रहा है. So this Flipkart support people will take care of that. So it's crazy. You will be surprised to see. Good things are there, bad things are there. It's all about how you use it and how you follow the concept. I hope everyone understood this. So this is our today's topic. I'm sure that everyone have followed the whole topic. So if, was it interactive? See, learning the subject is more crucial, right? So you have understood the concept. So I'm sure all of you can able to now work on this platform and just create and see how it works out. More important, follow, because in our world, information is a key factor. If you don't have information, you're gone. So you have to at least use Twitter for the fast updates and information. Okay, thank you very much. And I will share within 1 hour. It will get the video will get what do we say rendered by the system. I will share it on a YouTube link with a unlisted link. You can watch it. Thank you very much.